Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Rilus Dana. I'm an attorney. I'm here today for Dana and Associates, which is where I practice probate and estate planning law in Arizona and California, and also Mott Legal, which is our practice management company that provides the software that we use and our special estate planning process. So, welcome to 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first stream of this year. So today I'm also on Instagram as well. I'm testing that out. I got an iPad over on my desk over here to do the Instagram broadcast. So welcome everyone joining on Instagram. I'm going to test this out to see how it goes, broadcasting both of these places. So this stream, what it is I go live, I share my time to talk about relevant topics that I've seen in the estate planning world, and it's also a chance to answer questions. So if you have any questions for a probate and estate planning attorney, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we can talk about them on air. So if you have anything you're wondering, any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to get to them. If I don't get to them when I'm live right now, I'll go through and try to answer them next week. So let me go ahead and share my screen today. So as always, this stream, it's a little bit different. I just like to talk about what's going on. So first stream of the year, just kind of getting back into the swing of things. Let's see here. Let's add. All right, so there we go. There's the Mott Legal Instagram. So welcome everyone watching there. We're gonna test it out, see how it works broadcasting both of these places. Then we'll go to. All right, so I want to show you what I've been up to, what we're up to. If you go to mottlegal.com under resources, we just announced a CLE event, a continuing education event. So lawyers, do you need CLE? This is going to be an interesting 1-hour CLE event. It's going to be live via Zoom. It is, when is it? January 21st at 3 o'clock Mountain Time. So make sure you register for that if you're an attorney. I did a similar presentation, a similar CLE in, it was April. So a lot's changed since then. So I started working on the presentation, refining it and updating it for this year. So I'm excited for that. So attorneys, make sure you tune into if you need CLE and share that with your friends that need CLE event. No cost. Doing it sponsored by Mott Legal, so they're paying for it. No charge for the CLE event. So make sure you tune in for that. And if you're watching on Instagram, you can't see my screen, but it's at mottlegal.com. You'll see under continuing education, there's a sign up for that CLE event. Okay, so what I want to do today, go through some of my my streaming influences, I guess you could say. So let's see, let's remove that for a bit. So I started going live last year about, I think it was about March or so. As people started to get locked down and things like that, I wanted a way to communicate, a way to network, a way to I don't know, provide some value to the community. So that's the goal of this show. So that's why I'm willing to answer any questions, anything you guys want to discuss, leave them in the comments, and we can talk about them on air. So, but in doing this show, some of my motivations for this live stream, I want to show you today. So that's what I'll share on my screen and show you what kind of motivated me to start doing this stream. So let's go to first to the music that I use a lot. So this is Akira the Dawn. If you guys aren't following, don't know who that is, check him out. I have some I guess an instrumental mix in the background, and he allows others to use his music without copyright issues. So awesome thing he does. And then he's an influence because he's created a new genre in music. He calls it meaning wave. Let's see, how can I go to his videos? But he's done stuff with speakers like Jordan Peterson, Jordan Peterson, Charlie Chaplin, Prince, Alan Watts. He'll take their speech and put it over music. So that's been really cool. And then he also started live streaming. This is stream 298, was 14 hours ago. So he's been live streaming for that many days, every day, doing live music. So that's been an inspiration, just people that are, going online and sharing more. It's really cool, I feel like, how our entertainment now is just on demand. Whatever specific topic we want to learn about, we can tap to and get information on them. So another influence is one rental at a time. So this is Michael Zuber. He does a daily financial news is one of the things that I really enjoy. So about 10-15 minutes every day. Just he reads all the headlines, basically all the financial news, and just tells you what's going on with the financial headlines. So I've really enjoyed that as a way to get unbiased news, and on a regularly every day, Christmas even, every single day. He gives the headlines of the news, what's going on. So I've enjoyed staying tuned that way without getting into all of the other craziness that's on the news and the other things that are easy to get sucked into that we can't really control. We can't really control much if we watch some of those other world events. I like staying tuned with the news, especially the financial news and those headlines. So that's been a great resource. So just people watching on Instagram, thanks for watching on the Instagram live. So appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in there. Hopefully the quality is okay there, and that stuff. You can't see my screen, but I'm learning. Okay, so check out One Rental at a Time, Michael Zuber, daily financial news, great stuff. And then you'll also notice, so he's a real estate investor by trade. His story, so he wrote a book, One Rental at a Time, which is on Amazon, and it's his story of how he, as a full-time employee, as a side business, he obtained a portfolio of rental real estate properties. So he gives a lot of videos and a lot of information about that. So that's a great channel, and it's been a motivation for me as well in doing this stream. People that are going live a lot and sharing. And I actually I became aware of Michael Zuber through Pace Morby. So through my friend Pace, a lot of the people watching probably know me through Pace. You probably, maybe you're part of his mentorship program, his Sub 2 program. I've shot a couple of the videos with him on some of the legal stuff for his modules and his students. So I appreciate all the people from his community and Pace. He gives a lot of content, showing people how he does what he does as a real estate investor. So, great motivation. And Pace actually sponsored our first podcast for us a couple years ago, or maybe it's been a few years. So, just a great guy. He's helped me to see this media space, and lucky to call him friend. And then Jamil, I was able to meet Jamil through Pace. So I started shooting some videos with Pace. He'd have me come down to his office. They called it the lab, and we would shoot videos. A lot of times we do live videos. And one of the first times I did a live video with him is I met Jamil. I was immediately impressed by not just how intelligent Jamil is, but just really caring and a big heart, huge heart. And he's talked some about mindset on his channel, and is just a wealth of knowledge. His company Keegley buys, I think, like 80 to 100 houses a month. So I started tuning into him last year because I wanted to get information about financial information. So I figure one of the best ways is to tune into people who are doing deals, and a lot of them, to see what's happening in the market. So Jamil does a lot of great content, best videos. He does some hilarious videos of him dressing up. So you got to check out his channel. Great guy. And then let's see, we've got some questions on the Instagram. Let's see. Rilus, you provide hauling services in California and AZ. What do you mean hauling services? I don't know what you mean by hauling services. Let's see. How can we provide value to you in regards to being a probate attorney? Is Jeffrey's question. So thanks, Jeffrey, for the question on Instagram. So yeah, a lot of the community is people that are that know Jamil and Pace, real estate investors. So how can you add value to a probate attorney? The guaranteed way, I've talked about this to some of Jamil's students and Pace's, but the guaranteed way to get into a probate attorney's office is bring them a client. So the way you can add value is, bring them what they want and what they're used to, which is the legal work. So if you're a wholesaler or a real estate investor, a lot of times you guys are the ones that are knocking on the doors, or you're calling people. You're discovering these people that need to sell real estate, and sometimes the owner of the property is someone who's deceased. So I would say in those situations, if you see someone that needs legal work, you can help that person, connect them with an attorney, and work together. So that's really the best way to provide value to a probate attorney. And then also just, what I say is, like, be their boots on the ground. So a lot of times I have people that will call my law office from out of state, and they're inheriting a property, and they have no clue what type of condition it's in or what to do with it. So you can add value to probate attorneys by helping their clients, or even potential clients a lot of times, get some information about the real estate. So whether that's FaceTiming with them to give them a tour of the property virtually, taking pictures for them to document what's there, and then also helping them with different options. Let them know, if it's a property you're interested in purchasing, let them know, what that would look like. Or if it's not, maybe you have, maybe you know someone else, one of your other friends buys properties like theirs. So that's really the best way to add value. Just make them look good to their clients, and then bring them work. So that's what the attorneys want. Okay, so other influencers, as I'm looking at last year and doing the stream, Brent Daniels, Mr. TTP. So he's the third member of, they do a show together called the Wholesale Hotline. Pace, Brent, and Jamil. I call them the Holy Trinity of wholesale. So I started watching their show. Just a great message about the mindset as a business owner. Now, in their business, most of their viewers, I think, are people that are cold calling and doing real estate deals, and they're working really hard. So I'm a probate attorney, is my main job. I'm interested in learning about the real estate because my clients need help with those types of transactions as well. But it's great to see the mindset that Brent Daniels brings. I guess the optimism and the energy, I would say, is the best way to describe Brent. So tune in there as well. Great information. And then here we go. Here's the Mott Legal YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe there. I'm going to be doing more of the streaming there. It's nice doing it in one place, so that way you guys can see all the comments that come in. There we go. There's a little banner in one place. So that's why I'm going to encourage people to watch on YouTube. So we got some more questions on Instagram. Let's see. So Jeffrey's asking, so when we do a marketing campaigns and they say properties and probate, we'll sell after, we can refer them to you. So if the properties, and if they've already started the probate, then that means that they have an attorney probably that's filed that for them, or they filed that themselves. So if the property is already in probate, they already have an attorney there. Now, I think the real opportunity is finding those deals before the probate is even started. Excuse me. Because once they go to the attorney to open the probate, the attorney probably has their friends, their connections that they like to work with people that they trust to do real estate transactions, so they may send it to them. Um, or they may need to. You can see what part of the probate they're in, though, because people say that they're in probate, but they may not. They might not have filed yet. Maybe they haven't started yet. So if they haven't, I would say ask more questions, see exactly where they're at. See, do you have an attorney? Has the personal representative been appointed? Because once the personal representative is appointed, they have authority at that time where they could sell the property. There's still a lot of steps that need to be done to close the probate, but as soon as the personal representative is appointed, they have the authority to sell. So depending on where you're getting your information from, if you're getting it off a probate list, that means they've already filed the probate documents. So you can call the seller, but also you could also reach out to the attorney. And just make sure you add value to them, help them out. But the main thing they're looking for is just the legal work. So that's the easiest way in. I get several pieces of mail every week. I tell Pace, other wholesalers, Pace's students and Jamil's students, I get so much information. I get so many magazines. Just being an attorney, there's just so much noise, I would say. There's just so much communication all the time. So when you're reaching out to attorneys, I would say it's kind of just a timing thing. If you reach out to them and then they have a client at that time that needs your help, they may be contacting you. But it's the best way to add value is to bring them a client and get to know them that way. And then as they see how you work and as you show them that you can make them look good by going to properties, taking pictures, doing some legwork like that, then when they have other clients that want to sell their property and are looking for an as-is offer, they'll be familiar with your work and reach out to you and ask you to present an offer. So, okay. And then I'm going to go to our website. So here's danalegalhelp.com. So this is where I practice law in Arizona and California. Let me put a different banner on here. So let me show this new thing we just added. So if you go to loss of a loved one checklist, or you can go, so loss of a loved one checklist. This is a question we get a lot. People call us, after someone passes away. They say, what do we do now? What do we need to do now? So we have a nice PDF here that you can download, some practical information, and then a workshop here that we did, going over some practical information that you can do after someone passes away. So that's a video that you can watch. You can attend that workshop to get some more information. I plan on hosting some live events on that topic here, and then when we'll keep the latest one here, so there'll always be the latest workshop of what to do after a loved one passes. Now this checklist here, I want to go through some of these items. Some of them, a lot of them are really just practical things. So you can first call the deceased family members, friends, and clergy. Step one, let people know. After that is arrange for a funeral, memorial, or other services, and then notify family and friends of the final arrangements. Contact their employer if they're employed, and see if they have any final salary, vacation, those types of things. Obituary in the paper. This is, it's not required. It's not. Some people still do them, but it's there for you to consider. And then if they're a veteran, call the veterans. See if they're entitled to any benefits. You'll want to get copies of the death certificate, and then gather the pertinent financial records, including the last monthly account statements, deeds, and also the estate planning documents. So this is this is where I get involved and where I can help. But if you can gather this information, get an idea of what accounts are out there, what the legal documents are that are controlling, then you can bring that in to myself or someone like me, or just review it yourself to see what's going on and what needs to be done next. Report to the Social Security office. We provide the number there. And then the assets, you want to safeguard the assets. Contact the employers, any retirement account information, life insurance policies, notify credit card companies, cancel all credit cards unless they're jointly held and you want to keep them open. Okay, so if it was a jointly held credit card, if it was your spouse that passed away, if you want to keep that card open, then you want to look at the terms of that card and see how it works. It might have been in your partner's name where you're going to have to get a new one, or it could be held jointly in both of your names. Or if you know you're not going to need to use it, just go ahead and call them and tell them to close it down. And then check to see if there are any buy-sell agreements regarding business partnerships or any business entities that they had dealings with. So that's kind of the last thing on that list. And then if you guys need help with any of those things, you can always give us a call, email, or text, and we can help you out with that. We're open during regular business hours, 9 to 5. We have someone there to answer the phone for you. People always call at the same time, it seems like. If we don't answer the phone, that's what happened. We're helping someone else. All of our team is, so we'll call you right back and have a real live person to help you with whatever you need help with, and we can get you in touch with either an attorney if you need to talk to them or whatever it may be to solve your problem. So thanks everyone for tuning in to these broadcasts. It's I've enjoyed doing them. It's fun to go live, talk about different topics, whether people care or not. I can turn on my camera, get my mic, and give my opinion. So I've really enjoyed doing that. It's been fun having guests on. I'm working on some guests for 2021 for the Mott Legal Live Pro Network show. So look forward to that for the new year. If you have any suggestions for guests, let me know, people that you'd like to see on the show. And the goal of that show is to do networking with professionals live. So as I build my network, I want to share that with you and give you the opportunity to meet these people as well and learn about their businesses as well. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Happy New Year. Make it a great year for you, and take care.